Ever thought of making your own electric car at home? Seems like a far-fetched idea, right? But with the right tools, a bit of patience, and a healthy dose of determination, it's entirely possible. So, how to start? Well, first, gather the necessary materials. These include an old car, an electric motor, a controller, and a set of batteries. The car can be any model, as long as it has enough space to accommodate the other components. Now, on to the first step, removing the old internal combustion engine from the car. This might seem daunting, but it's a straightforward process. Just unscrew the mounts, disconnect the wires, and lift the engine out. Next, install the electric motor. It's typically smaller than the original engine, so it should fit nicely into the engine bay. Connect it to the transmission and make sure it's securely mounted. The third step involves installing the controller. Think of this as the brain of the electric car. It regulates the power from the batteries to the motor. Place it in a secure and accessible location, then connect it to the motor and the batteries. Speaking of batteries, that's the fourth step. Install a set of batteries into the car. These will serve as the fuel source for the electric motor. They should be placed in a spot where they are easily accessible for charging. Finally, connect all the components together. The controller should be linked to both the motor and the batteries. It's also important to install a charging system to replenish the batteries when they're low. But what's the science behind all this? Well, an electric car operates on the principle of electromagnetic induction. The batteries supply direct current electricity to the motor. This current generates a magnetic field which interacts with the magnets in the motor to create motion. The controller regulates the amount of current supplied to the motor, which in turn controls the speed of the car. In essence, an electric car is a giant electric circuit. The batteries supply the power, the controller regulates the power, and the motor uses the power to move the car. So, why not give it a try? With some effort and a bit of ingenuity, it's entirely possible to build an electric car at home. It's not just a great way to reduce carbon emissions, but also an exciting project that can provide a deep sense of accomplishment. So, to summarize, building an electric car involves removing the old engine, installing an electric motor and controller, setting up the batteries, and connecting everything together. It's a process that combines practical skills with scientific principles, resulting in a fully functional, eco-friendly vehicle. Remember, the future of transportation is electric, and with a bit of effort, that future can start in your own garage.